Analog 3D delayed once again. Look at Superman here. Gotta talk a little bit of N64. Actually gonna finish the video like we started, but I just wanted to check out the titles here. But I haven't seen a Superman in store for a long time. Also with the box and all is the Kobe Bryant courtside. You have Brett Favre quarterback 2000 and Hey You Pikachu. So yeah, some new stuff here. I'm really leaning towards this. We'll see. Might do it. It's $13.99. Oh, check this out, the Killer Instinct Fight Stick. I've never seen this before. For the Xbox One, $169.99. On PlayStation, we have the Incredible Hulk here. Get Spider-Man. It's Batman Vengeance for PlayStation 2. Yeah, I actually never saw this spot over here. There's some hidden games. Teen Titans. There's my favorite Turtles game. Had that for Xbox. I'll leave it empty-handed. I picked it up. I said, if I don't grab this now, it's not going to be here the next time I come here. So, I'm gonna start with N64. Talk a little bit about the Analogue 3D, and then finish the video. Got a surprise. Got a treat. Also, looks like a delay from the new At Games pinball. So. We're not going to be doing a pinball review, so kind of opens up the door for something else, and so I went with the N64, the Superman. Also, they're finally fixing that front door. Gentlemen putting it in right now. Works out great. I'm gonna go ahead and get a coffee. Oh, there it is. Look how quick that was. Cream City medium roast, 16 ounce. Yesterday was a 12. Today is a 16. Welcome to today's video. As of recording of this Thursday, I just want to state that tomorrow is Friday finally. The week is just one more day going back to work. It's been a very busy week. Things are starting to get back into the flow. I'm going to talk a little bit about the camera. The Nintendo 64, the Analogue 3D, saw an article today, and it kind of reminded me of the reason why I don't like to pre-order, and I try not to pre-order for situations like this. Also gonna stop at GameStop. Pro Week is happening, but only for a few more days. Got the Cream City. It's a good coffee. So today is another soft opening, and then I believe they will be closed tomorrow, then opening again on the weekend, and then full on schedule starting the August 29th. So knew that they'd be here today. Decided I'm going to start the video here, grab the coffee, and just kind of state of the soft opening to the grand opening. I think I should get a lottery ticket because one of the gentlemen asked if I wanted to go through that door and see the inside of this. I wasn't allowed to film or take any pictures or explain too much of it, but it is awesome. I can talk about it in the future, another couple of weeks, but it is absolutely incredible what is going on inside of there. So just, I can say robotic arms, and it's pretty cool. Really nice of them to let me check it out. But yeah, they'll be open 6 to 8 will be the normal business hours until I believe maybe the end of September. Might shoot for 24 hours, but I was in there. How cool. 2 days in a row, the Switch 2 is in stock at the Home Best Buy. And it just so happened, because of the news that I found out with the Analogue 3D and the fact that At Games is postponing. We got the official confirmation yet, but as of right now, the pinball pack that was supposed to come out today, unless I'm reading it wrong, maybe it's tomorrow, is not officially out. Could be on me, maybe I'm just reading it wrong. I will double check that email. But I'm back at Best Buy 2 days in a row. Shaq is right there. We will stop and say hello to him. But I wanted to come here after stopping at the Mega Media Exchange to talk a little bit about the N64 and the Analogue 3D. Something that I have been anticipating but didn't pre-order. Missed that window. I'm glad I missed the window. I'll get into that. This is why I don't really want to pre-order stuff. Because when you pre-order Shaq and then stuff doesn't come out when it's supposed to, or it's happened where I've pre-ordered and stores have gotten the stuff before I got mine. So I got this whole thing with pre-ordering. Sometimes I don't really have an option. I did pre-order the Switch 2 and then waited in like 2 massive lines, like back to back the same night, to get the Switch 2. So the whole pre-order process doesn't really work with me, doesn't really connect with me. Not sure about, you know, how you feel about pre-ordering, but in this case, with the Analogue 3D, something that will be like next level for the N64, I'm glad I didn't pre-order. Oh, and the alarm is going off. This is truly a good day at the home Best Buy. Analogue 3D is delayed yet again. Now, for anyone who doesn't know what the Analogue 3D is, it is an N64 that you can play on an HD TV. You don't have to have a converter. I'm sure you can stream this. You can hook it up to your computer. It will work just like anything that we get now. Now, there was a pre-order, I want to say back in maybe, is it October? And I totally missed out on it, and I kind of wish I would have. But now it's delayed a second time. No longer will launch the third quarter of 2025. Now, it was supposed to be released early 2025. Yes, that's the alarm again. It is now bumped past the third quarter, as Analogue confirmed that the Nintendo 64 inspired console would be pushed back to quarter 4 2025. While the Analogue 3D has been stated to play all physical Nintendo 64 games and accessories with 100% compatibility, it will also include support for modern TVs via HDMI. That's the important thing right there. Nintendo 64 came out in 1996. I was just telling the gentleman at the Mega Media Exchange how I started with PlayStation, wasn't really into the N64. Now I am on a collecting spree on N64 games, and Mike of all trades gave me one of his N64. It's got a nice carrying case for it. This is what I am using. I have a CRT TV that it's connected to. But in the future, I would love to have something that would play on, you know, with HDMI, nothing that I have to get any more converters. And this seemed like the thing. And then I missed a pre-order, and now they keep pushing it back, and you wonder that if it does get released, will they eventually have another way where you can purchase? Now tonight, as a recording of this, my buddy James Hates Everything is doing his weekly live stream, which is every Thursday night at 8:15 Central Time. Real or fake, Analogue 3D delayed again. James always has the insight on stuff. Is it even going to come out? Like, you know, you ask yourself, you know, eventually, you know, when things, I don't want to name too many things because I know with everything going on in the world, there are delays, but eventually, like, what the heck is happening with some of these pre-orders? This kind of concerns me, and tune in for what James has. I will have a link in the description. Really interested in if James has any details on the Analogue 3D. This is something that was definitely on my radar and still is. There's a new Sonic the Hedgehog racing game, very similar to Mario Kart, 12 players online, that I will be definitely picking up. That's up for pre-order. I'm not going to pre-order that, but I did come across something that, you know, I'm interested in. One, we also have Sonic's mini arcade machine is up for, look at the pre-orders, the magic word today, and only costs $60. But do we really need this? Do we want this? Looks like pre-orders were briefly opened at Amazon for $59.99. This is, I believe it's My Arcade. I think My Arcade is doing these little mini little arcades. But I mean, it's just, is this something we want? Or would we rather have, I mean, honestly, I'm asking the question, would we rather have, you know, a home arcade size Sonic or Sega cabinet? Or are we fine just playing this stuff, you know, emulated or on the Sega Genesis? So, you know, what's your opinion on this stuff? I mean, every year they come out with a couple different ones. I mean, it's cool, it's nostalgic, but are we really going to play this? Because this is what I'm really interested in. Sonic Racing, Crossworlds, they have it for PlayStation 5. They also have it for Nintendo Switch 2 and Xbox Series X. So I'm going to get this for the Switch. I haven't picked up anything else. I haven't picked up the PlayStation 5 or a 4 or an Xbox. So I am, you know, by the time this comes out, which is I believe, okay, September 25th, $59.99. This is a game where I'm definitely gonna pick up. It'll be fun playing online. This is fun. 12-player online. Could be kind of like a cross stream between Mario Kart World and Sonic Racing. So yeah, this is something that interests me. A little mini, you know, My Arcade, Sonic the Hedgehog, Sega. I don't know. I don't know if that's something that I'll ever. If they had X-Men, maybe. But just again for nostalgia, would I really play that? I mean, is anyone really playing on those, or is it just something that you're just putting up here on the shelf? So I guess that's my question. And the last big Kmart, the big K that I shopped at, was in fact this very Hobby Lobby, which, where is it? Labor Day. They are open 9 to 5:30 p.m. We are like 2 weeks away. Week and a half? About a week and a half. A little less from Labor Day. It'd be nice having that Monday off. Of course, that means the end of summer too, so you know, it's nice having the time off, but it also is the end of a good thing, which is summer. And then, you know, kind of looking forward to fall, but not winter. So you get the good with the bad. But yeah, Labor Day, right around the corner. It's crazy. Time is just, it's moving so fast. And skateboards, along with the Jurassic Park mirror, are everywhere. Just talking about that. Can you hear that? It was like a jet that just went over. Can't hear it anymore, but yeah, just for a second, it was like, it's cool. Here's how it hangs up. Which one is this? Okay, so Minecraft. Okay. So yeah, it's cool the way you know that you can mount them on the wall. They got everything: retro gaming, Minecraft, Spider-Man, Ninja Turtles, SpongeBob. This has turned into a skateboard video. Also, to go along with the new Sonic the Hedgehog game, this is one of the very first time Sonic and Pac-Man are crossing over in 2 different games in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, which we were just talking about at Best Buy. Pac-Man World 2 Repack will feature Pac-Man and Sonic crossovers, respectively. The upcoming collaborations were revealed during Gamescom opening night live. I think James is talking about Gamescom tonight too. So yeah, the Pac-Man World 2 remake was officially announced, and then the Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. So yeah, it's pretty cool that just get Mario in there, and you have pretty much our entire like retro gaming childhood. It's been so Mario heavy lately. You know, it's hard not to be with, you know, the Switch 2, with Mario Kart World, and then of course Donkey Kong, Bonanza. But now, yeah, Sonic. It's exciting. I haven't got any Sonic, any Sega themed, mostly Sonic games for either Switch OLED or the Switch 2. But the racing, because it's the online, that's the whole thing. That's why I didn't buy whatever the newest one is, the Shadow. I want the online play, so definitely will be picking that one up, and yeah, it'll be fun to stream little Sonic on the Nintendo. And the wait is over. They went from 66 to 75, now 90% off on anything labeled Spring Shop. So whatever is left at any Hobby Lobby that is Spring Shop labeled, 90%. I bought something a few years, 2 things. Bought my dad the ships of Star Trek, and it was 90% off. I paid like $1.94. It was kind of one of those holograms where, you know, you could see it one way and then you flip it the other direction, and you know, it was kind of just a joke. Now it's my picture. Like it's great. I'll always remember that. Plus, I bought my MTV Man on the Moon, the astronaut on the moon, 90% off. So anything at Hobby Lobby, spring, 90% off. That is huge. I mean, this is as good as it gets. Little Jack Nicholson, as good as it gets. 90% off. This is the sale that we've been waiting for, and once it's here, we know that summer is pretty much come to an end, especially when we see a bunch of the Halloween stuff and then Christmas over on the other side. But yeah, it's a good time to make it to Hobby Lobby. As I recording this, Friday and Saturday, because they're closed Sunday, to see what's left. with the best sale going on. They have just moved everything out of there, and it's all Christmas, all the way down. And these carts are kind of blocking. Also, select home decor is 75% off to go along with the 90. So if it doesn't have the Spring Shop label, it might be 75, but and then what? Classroom decor 60. There's a ton of sales going on right now. They're just clearing everything out. Yeah, it was something that had, you know, the Star Trek theme that I got 90% off, and it was one of those where you just, you know, you go side to side and things change. $1.90. Yeah, a bunch of planes tonight. You can see that one. Just got word that 94 is super backed up. Might be an accident. You can kind of see a crossover here. It is almost at a dead stop. And do not adjust your televisions. Look at this. $4. Call it 20 cents. Are you kidding me? Where did this come from? And I am like, I don't know. I was like a mile away from the light coming on. Like I am that empty. This is gonna be one costly gas trip at Quick Trip. $4, 19 cents. And that other 9. That was get that extra little fraction of a penny out of you. It's like Office Space. It's not stealing. It's just a fraction of a penny. You know, from a large jar. We got GameStop is the 4 for $40. There's actually printouts here on those games. Any of these 4 would be considered part of that 4 for $40. So yeah, there's a bunch. So a couple of days remaining, and then some other sales go until the 30th of this month. Today being the 21st, officially the Pro Out August, the double Pro week ends on the 23rd, but then there are still some deals going on. So you have Friday and Saturday. Sunday it goes back to non-Pro week, but some of the deals are going to hang around until the 30th. Just kind of stating that, you know, the Pro week is coming to an end soon, along with some of those sales at Hobby Lobby. So but basically Saturday is kind of the cutoff for both places. Here are some of the last minute deals going on at Pro Week, and then there are some incentives for getting pre-owned. You can take another $20 off, and with that whole increase with the PlayStation 5, GameStop is offering an extra $50 for trade-in. And give a shout out to my buddy Mike of All Trades for sending me a couple of screenshots here of Take Back that $50. So when we see sales going on, it's really going to be at full price, unfortunately, but you can look at it as, you know, if you trade in something, they'll give you an extra $50 to put it towards a PlayStation 5. So, you know, they are doing that for you. That went into effect today, the 21st. It's crazy that, you know, consoles that have been around for 5 years now are going up. But unfortunately, that's just the crazy world we're living in. Also, some real cool things are the 2 for $24.95 on the Funko Pop figure, and then like we said, the 4 for $40. So basically 4 games for $10 each. Buy one, get one 75% off, and then get an extra 10% off trading credits. So there's some, and plus you never know, you might be able to stumble across something like this Wonder Woman, or maybe even the Punisher. We'll see. We'll start looking around here. We do have that new Wonder Woman that we just saw online. So yeah, one of the first Wonder Woman images. Here she is, along with the Superboy has caught my eye. I am looking for Cyborg Superman. I think that if I saw him, I would be totally interested. I never saw the Eradicator. I always have trouble with this hook. I think this thing kind of throws me off. I would be interested in Cyborg Superman if I stumbled across him. Not sure how new he is, but I know that there's another Nightwing. They are showing up at Walmart. Also going until the 30th is the 40% off of the McFarlane Marvel statues. So good time to pick them up. It's not going to apply to like the new Deadpool or the new Punisher, but pretty much the ones that we've been seeing, 40% off, which is almost as good as that deal that Target had, where I think they were at like 14. I think they come out to about 19 now, but Target had the best deal a couple of months ago where they're basically on clearance, and then it went back to full price. That is awesome. I'm looking forward to that one. It's a lot of playable characters.
Yeah, SpongeBob, Minecraft.
Pac-Man. I think Pac-Man. I just saw an article. And that's going to do it for today. I'm going to go home and finish off with a little N64 to go along with the beginning of the video and kind of just talk about the Analogue 3D. Like, if it comes out, it'll be great. It's not going to be cheap, like the $300 range. From what I remember, it was like whatever it was priced at. It's going to be more because everything just seems to be going up. But I will have a link for James Hates Everything live stream to kind of get into his opinion on what is going on with this. I want to thank everybody for watching. See you guys next time. We have a little opening here, and it's not an X Arcade, but it's funny. My friend Mikey sent me some of his personal N64 games. Kind of have an idea of what games are in here, but just kind of sparked the whole thing with, you know, just kind of talking about N64, and that's how we're gonna finish. The Brett Favre Quarterback Club 98. Got the instruction manual. Look at NHL Breakaway 98. So little combo here. Clay Fighters 63 and a third. That's cool. I don't know if I'm sure I played Clay Fighters. I mean, I'm familiar with it. It's just I did not have an N64. Mario 64. We have Zelda. So it's cool. We have the booklets. Let's get into the games here. What do we got? Army Men, Sarge's Heroes, 3DO. The collection is, this is gonna be cool because Loki's gonna investigate here. She is all about getting new stuff. It's funny that, you know, the end, Mikey, your games, they have a good weight to it. We have Command and Conquer. We'll look at some of these old stickers here. Pre-owned, very cool. Looks like Wayne Gretzky hockey. Loki might get to these before me. Virtual Chess. Donkey Kong Racing. I think it's a Rare title. That's very, look at that. The Nintendo and Rare back in the day. She's trying to figure out how to get inside of this box. I don't think it's that big, Lokes. Pokemon Snap. One thing Mikey said was don't buy any more N64 games. I took a chance today when I got Superman. Hold on, Loki. Let me get this one under your foot. Fighting Force 64. Here's the Clay Fighters. 63rd. 63rd and a third. That's funny. Yeah, I'm interested in checking that out. Mayhem, WCW. Gauntlet Legends. This is gonna be. He knew I was excited about Gauntlet Legends. This is gonna be fun playing that one. WCW NWO Revenge. We have Hulk Hogan, the late and great Hollywood Hulk Hogan. So this is gonna be a special game to me. Just because I did, you know, I said hello to Hulk Hogan, and, you know, officially meet him, but he did say hey. So Turok and South Park. So we have a whole new collection here. Thank you very much, Mikey. I'm gonna play these. You know, but I got a great spot to put these. But yeah, the first game that I want to check out is Gauntlet Legends. I know it's a 4-player game. This will be fun. It'll be a nice beat 'em up, because you know me and beat 'em ups. You know, with the late Gene Hackman and now Terrence Stamp. I don't know if I'll find either one of their figures, the new Superman figures, at Target or you know, wherever they're selling them. So that's one of the reasons why I picked this up, is just to kind of reflect back. You know, 2025, we lost big time part of our childhood. I mean, Gene Hackman and Terrence Stamp. Recently, Terrence Stamp passed a few days ago as a recording of this, and when I saw Superman there, never played this for N64. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get it because of that. So that's why I picked this up. And you're not gonna believe how many N64 games I have right now. Superman might be the only figure I find, so I'm not gonna force it and just, you know, try to find them. If I come across, I think unfortunately every actor, every character here has passed away. Is that crazy? These were the last this year. Lex Luthor and General Zod were the, you know, the foes outlived the heroes, didn't they? Of course, Terrence Stamp was Jor-El in Smallville, but yeah, I think this might be the one I get, so that's why I picked up that. Now check this out. Along with, I still have this. This is empty, but along with this, and I left the price tag on there just for fun. I have 22 N64 games. This is heavy. Sound like Marty McFly. That will fill the last slot in the first case, and then it's on to this one. This is what Mike of all trades gave me. He gave me the N64, and then the nice case, the controller, and that's why I was, you know, looking forward to the new 3D Analogue, because, you know, I'm playing on this. Be nice to play on HDMI, but in the meantime, it's old school. First time ever. Superman N64. This is cool. I got both Superman right here. Got Christopher Reeve, David Cornsweet. This is 1999. Is that Lex Luthor? The old time mission, playing the Superman game. So one thing about every Superman game I've ever played, where you have limited time to, besides the death of Superman, that's just total beat 'em up. So this is gonna be a little different. I did start with something about the camera, and I just want to state that tomorrow, Lokes, it's gonna be a whole different feel.